All right, group 3. So, group 3, Madam Leader, how did it go? How did you feel?
Very well. Actually took up classes voluntarily.
Okay.
And we decided to do the Burj Arab Jeremiah Tower in Dubai. That one which is beautifully carved.
Oh, I see.
She was the pride and she was the timekeeper.
Yeah.
So Dixon gave us the idea that if you want to do the tower that really carves, you need a lot of support.
With a lot of
That's why,
support.
yeah, we had to put in all these supporting pillars to have its time. But otherwise it was all very well. We communicated well. We actually, in fact, we multitasked. Someone had to do the tape as well as putting the straws together so that we get to the common goal that we're all looking for. And we used her as our measure, the 5 feet. Only that we were not able to go to the 5 feet by the end of the time we were given.
So important lesson, time is always the enemy. It is never enough time, or it is rarely enough time. Only when you are prepared in terms of time management will you feel that you have enough time. But at the end, it is still a crunch. It still puts you under pressure. It still puts you under time stress. Yeah? And you said something important. Dividing tasks and assigning tasks. Did you assign tasks, or did people voluntarily say, I will do that and I will do that?
The task of architect, the task of timekeeper and scribe were all voluntary.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the people who ripped up the tape and stuck the straws together.
It was voluntary.
It was voluntary. So would you say you had a high-functioning team?
Yes, it was
Yeah.
very high.
Yeah.
But in the end, we didn't see the scribe writing.
I was writing.
Everybody was in the tower.
So read us a couple of lines that you wrote.
It was, okay, a couple. So I did it in steps. I was like, step 1, assign responsibilities. Then I wrote, Dixon is the architect, Rose is the chair, Harriet timekeeper, Lois is the scribe. The design is the Burj Al Arab. Step 2, make a square base. Adjoin using sellotape for the joints. Then my step 3 was the diagonal to make the base firm. This one, those diagonals, yeah. Then step 4, our task was to increase the height of the tower. And step 5 was to reinforce the joints, because whenever we would go higher, we would see that it was a bit shaky. So we had to keep on making the ring beams and all. Then elongate the tower, join the ends of the tower using sellotape. So I was doing many tasks. Yes.
So often the person who scribes really has to stay out of the work, because you cannot expect this person to take notes and at the same time be actively involved in the process. So that's why the leader is the lousiest scribe, because that person should actually listen to the conversation, facilitate the conversation, and somebody else takes notes of what is happening, outside of that circle. It allows them to have really good notes that 5 years later you still can use. Because our brain is very tricky. We forget what we ate 3 days ago. I couldn't tell you, because I would have to really think about what I ate 3 days ago. I can tell you what I ate yesterday, but I could most likely not tell you what I ate 3 days ago. So even that distance, short distance, is really hard for us to remember. So paying attention to details is really the task of the scribe. Mr. Designer. Coming forward, I know you like to hide, but. So, are you happy with your design?
From bottom to I'm happy.
You're happy,
Yes.
okay. And what's with the rest?
With the rest, I think the team was now trying to beat time, and they really didn't concentrate because the foundation was supposed to be replicated at this level. Then it goes on reducing, but because we had run out of time, so they were doing what would get us somewhere.
Can you forgive your team?
I can't tell you. We didn't agree on the time. They say with the little time we must have something tall enough. Like, but let's have something good. I mean, there was a big disagreement between good and tall within the 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Between meticulous
So, we have our expectations. We have our expectations of how the finished product is supposed to look. And then all of our team members work the hardest to achieve the goal. So, us monitoring our own expectations and our own emotions is really important, because your emotions can totally get in front of your team and block your team. Yeah. So obviously Dixon was able to manage his emotions well enough, so it allowed the space for the team to still function. So when you are communicating, you need to be aware of this. The more negativity you install into the conversation, the more people will do this. I don't want to be part of this negativity. Yeah. I want to contribute as much as I can to the task, to finish it. We may not have the 100% achievement that we wanted, but we achieved 85%. Yeah? So in many community organizations, in politics, an 80-20 rule is pretty strong. If you can do 80% of your achievements, you make progress. Yeah. So thank you very much.